It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jessup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner special. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by O'Quinn & Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South First Street right here in Jessup.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. Good morning, Bob. How you doing?
I'm good.
You doing good? Man,
Yeah.
you got Wayne County stuff all over the place here. You got to pull over, zip up. And
It's a big Wayne County week.
Wayne County.
Football Thursday, girls softball Wednesday. Congrats to the girls volleyball team. Competition cheer still undefeated. It's a lot going on in Wayne County.
a lot going on. Got your Wayne County cap.
Got Superintendent Sean Kelly coming tomorrow, so that'll be fun to talk to him about what's going on with the school system.
Okay. Superintendent of Schools coming in tomorrow morning on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. Well, we got a guest in here this morning. Who do we have, Bob?
We got Jamie Hickox in running for County Commission District 5. Last time I saw you, I thought you won.
Me too.
How'd this come about?
Oh, I have run a lot for a seat I've never sat in. But, it's you sign up for it and you take it as it comes and you do the next right thing and you just keep going. So here we are in late October still running for County Commission seat number 5.
When did you find out there was a ride?
When you told
me. It was
me.
news to me.
When you told me.
I don't know who this person is. I haven't met her yet. I have no idea what's going on. So why is this? She's not on the ballot, right?
Not on the ballot, but why do the Democrats do the things they do? After the last 2 years, there's just no telling. But it is what it is. This is America. You can write in if you want to. I don't know what perpetuated it. When Kevin McCrary ran as a write-in, something significant, a significant event happened, and that was the tax increase. And he wasn't the only write-in. There was a groundswell of citizen participation. They're like, we've got to change something. I've never sat in the seat, so I do not know what perpetuated this. But, this is America. Everybody gets to run their race, and that is what I'm going to continue to do, run for 5th District.
Well, let's assume you win, and you'll take over office in January.
I like that assumption.
Well, like I say, it's a new year. My question is, what are the issues concerning the county government this coming year? If you get on the board, what are some of the issues that you see concern Wayne County? What are the issues coming up in the coming year?
I think that January meeting will be a long, long meeting. We have the Republican nominees have run a campaign on transparency, on budget, on code. What is the governing code of our county, and why are we not sticking to it? What about who is the financial guard of the money of the citizens of Wayne County? Is it the county commission, or is it unelected bureaucrats? Where does the buck stop? People need, especially now in a time where inflation is raging. Did you know in September alone, 61,000 real estate contracts got torn in half and thrown in the garbage pail because of inflation and interest rates? People's money is critically important to them. We don't have, it's not 4 years ago when our 401ks were booming. We have to watch every dollar. We have to watch every cent. The county has to be responsible to the citizens to take care of their money.
Well, you mentioned Kevin McCrary. We had him in not long ago. I asked him a question that he didn't want to answer, and that was, what's the future of the county administrator? Because that seems to be what I keep hearing is this new board that comes in is looking to change the county administrator. So are you looking to change the county administrator, or are you going to work with the county administrator, or where do you stand on that?
I'm going to listen to the constituents of Wayne County District Number 5. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to vote accordingly. I am going to be one of 5 very strong county commissioners who have studied the code, who knows what our responsibility is, and we are not going to abdicate our responsibility to any unelected bureaucrat. Everybody needs to do their job. Everybody needs to do their job, and they have to serve 5 commissioners who serve 30,000 citizens. We don't need to be leaving out 15,000 citizens because we only need so many votes. We need to serve the people of Wayne County. If you are an employee of Wayne County and you're willing to get on board and roll with that, that's great. If you're not, then Wayne County is heading in a new direction.
This all sounds good, but you still didn't answer the question. Like I said, is the county administrator going to survive? I mean, I've been here a long time. I've been covering local politics for 40 years. And one thing I saw this year that I've never seen before is local politicians openly campaigning for other local politicians. Normally, the local politician concerns themselves with their own race and stays out of everybody's race. But Kevin McCrary is out actively campaigning for Fred Anderson and you.
And I appreciate that very much because he's a good man.
He was out there campaigning, it was in the olden days. I've never seen it before, but the word around town is the agenda with Kevin McCrary and you, and if you get Fred Anderson in there and other commissioners that have been elected, is that the county administrator is going to be replaced. So that's the question I keep asking. I said Kevin wanted to answer it. He said he wasn't going to answer it. So I'm just asking you, where do you stand? I mean, is he going to survive? Is it you going to go in there and work with him and see how it works out? Or is I keep hearing the first meeting, if you get elected and Fred Anderson gets elected, that he's gone in the first meeting in January. I just want to know if that's true or not true.
Well, Bob, standing on the outside, I have seen things and I have opinions. Standing on the outside, I'm sure you have seen things and have opinions. But you and I have sat in a number of meetings where an executive session went on, and we have no idea what went on in the back room. So how do you make a decision?
That's been going on for 40 years.
There you go. So how do you make it? How do I sit here in this seat? And does it matter? This is a human being with a family and a life, and I don't think it's fair for me to create a sound bite. When I get the information, I will have a clear and direct answer.
Okay. Are you openly campaigning for Fred Anderson too?
Absolutely. His car's on his sticker is on the back of my car. I'm very proud of that man. Never knew him before the county meetings. I met him 3 years ago inside of a county commission meeting, and that is a great guy. He studies, he brings a notebook, he makes notes, he is about Wayne County. If there's a kindred spirit out there, it's that other Republican over there, Fred Anderson. I'm a huge proponent, and I will gladly sit on the back of a trailer on the Odom Day Parade and wave for Fred.
Again, how do you address the fact many people just don't like the fact that your husband's mayor and you'll be a county commissioner? They don't like that. How do you address that?
I don't know.
Do you hear that around?
I don't know that is a problem at this point in time. Did you view the last city commission meeting? People are thrilled to death that there is people, not just Ralph and Jamie Hickox, but it is a groundswell all over our community of people who are like, hold on a minute. We have left the government to itself, and look what it has done. It has completely and totally disappointed us and lied to us. Now, Ralph and I have a heart for Jessup, Georgia. I'm not from Jessup. I'm from the Midwest. And when I came to Jessup, my God, these people opened their arms to me and loved me. And when we went on vacation, look at the mess that happened. Who would ever think that your government would manipulate to do things to hurt not only our community, but our businesses, not my business, other businesses in our community. And where was Ralph and Jamie? They were paying hundreds of dollars to Verizon to get signal and to get phone signal and a video link so we could be connected to the community that we love. I don't think there's a person in Wayne County that has an issue with Ralph and Jamie Hickox both running for office. We love Wayne County, and our track record proves it.
One thing I keep hearing also is about this community center. I know that's your part of your campaign, and I've heard other people say that. So, the question is, where is it going to be built? How much is it going to cost? Why are we pushing a community center? And does it include a pool? That's what people keep asking me.
Oh, it has to include a pool. But I was sitting in a county commission meeting. I've been going to these meetings for 8 years, sitting on the front row beside you. And one day a school board member came in with a binder. It was probably a 2-inch binder. And it was all this information on a community center, and it had Hall Richardson in there. It had part of the Boys and Girls Club in there. It had a lot of information about what we do have in Wayne County and what we're lacking in Wayne County. I don't have little kids. I have grandkids, and my son is a sophomore in high school. And as I listened to this woman present this presentation, which she obviously spent hours and hours and hours on, I thought, you know what? She is exactly right. And then it kind of got dismissed. They distribute these binders, and then you haven't heard a word about it since. And then we come on the heels of a judicial complex, and I'm like, hold on a minute. Do we have to address these security concerns? Absolutely. We need to get the Biz Queen out of the window of our courthouse that's on the National Historic Registry. But we have to serve our constituents. So what does a community center look like? It looks like this. We have a town hall meeting, and we invite all the cities of Wayne County. We invite the school board, and we invite the citizens. And we find out what the priorities are of the citizens of Wayne County, what they really want, and what they are really willing to pay for. How much of that goes to a judicial complex, if that is what they want, and how much of it goes to a community center? Where do you want it? I'm here as a servant, serving the public, representing their voice, their opinions. It's not my job to go, I'm so much smarter than everybody else. Just follow me and I'll take you. We'll part the Red Sea together. That's not my job. I'm here to listen. What their priorities is my priority.
The problem people had with the not the community center, the judicial complex wasn't a judicial complex, it was the cost. I don't know where they came up with that cost, but that's what blew everybody away. They heard that cost, and they were like, you got to be kidding me. You got to be able to do it cheaper than that. So your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that were, I just don't understand why a town hall meeting wasn't set. Why did I have to do a Freedom of Information Act request? A request to get information on the judicial complex. I had to do an official request. And my official reply was, we have 0 pages. 0 pages. And then, so I was blown away when I walked into a work session, and there is a binder with 392 pages. And the architect, and he said he's been working on this for years. I'm just like, wow. The people want to be involved. If they want a $40 million judicial complex, I'll vote for it. If they want a county commission room that's 2 stories high and loaded with marble and separated from the all-knowing elected officials and everybody else, if that is really their priority, then I'll vote for it. However, I'm a citizen and I pay taxes, and I would love to see a competition swimming pool. I would love to see a community center with a community garden and a mentoring program, and grandmas in there teaching 8-year-olds how to can corn. That's what I'd like to see.
Where do you want to see it at? I mean, where's the?
There's a lot of options. You know, some people said, "What about the old baseball space behind the board of the school board building?" You know, that's walkable. Some people say we've spent so much money and we've put so much work into Bill Moore's Park. There's walking trails out there. Why can't we incorporate it right there? It's not the where of. It is what we want. They can decide. They're more than capable of deciding. It's their money. They can decide where they want this. If they want this, they might want a Taj Mahal judicial complex. If that's what they want, I'm here to represent my people.
Again, just joining us, Jamie Hickox in the studio on the ballot for this election. Turnout's been pretty good here locally and statewide. A lot of interest in the race. So when you're out to campaign, what do people tell you? What are they interested in?
I have been engaged with more younger voters than ever. And during the special election and the primary election, it was a lot of older. I'm 50, so 50 and older, you know, have been the people who are really engaged, really asking questions. On this turnout, it's been much younger voters, and they're very concerned with, oh my gosh, we've entrusted our government to these people thinking they would take care of it, and it's just we've got to get our government back in line. Their concerns are money, inflation, taxes, and truth. When people talk, oh, I'll be transparent and hold the government accountable, those are catchphrases. People truly want to be told the truth. And they truly want to see the government tighten its belt just like they are forced to tighten theirs. Go to the grocery store. Can you imagine going to the grocery store and having 3 little ones and a teenager? I have a teenager that seems to think that there are 6 or 7 meals a day. There's no filling that kid up. What if I had 3 boys? What if I had little ones? How do you pay a mortgage and go to the grocery store and fund a $41 million judicial complex? It's not fair.
Again, Jamie Hickox. Again, we ask people all the time when you go in the voting booths, your name's on there. So why should they vote Jamie Hickox for District 5 County Commissioner?
I knew you were going to ask me that question, so I just wrote it down. Why elect Jamie Hickox? My time during this primary election season has been building relationships with county employees, department heads, constitutional officers, and most importantly, the citizens of Wayne County. I have been listening intently to the concerns, the fears, and the hopes of the stakeholders of Wayne County. I have been campaigning for other county commission Republican nominees. Building relationships is the foundation to building a government that serves the people. I sincerely believe that Wayne County is finished with Big Brother government. We know that we are capable of governing ourselves. Meaningful, transparent, enormous change is coming to our community, and it looks like this: of the people, for the people, and by the people. I am Jamie Hickox, and I'm asking you to check the box for Jamie Hickox on Election Day.
Okay. We appreciate you coming in. Wish you the best of luck.
All right. Take care, Jamie. All right. Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup. More of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast.
Sunny for today, light east breeze, high of 80. Mostly clear, upper 40s for tonight. Sunshine, low 80s tomorrow, becoming mostly cloudy, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms Tuesday night. Wednesday, partly sunny early, sunny later, highs upper 70s. Thursday, sunshine, highs upper 70s. Friday, mostly sunny upper 70s. Georgia Chief Meteorologist John Weatherby in the Georgia 811 Weather Center. Contact 811 before you dig.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the local nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our administrative office is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, and Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak with someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
WIFO and WLOP have an opening for a sales and marketing representative. We need a highly motivated person, someone who's willing to be trained to help local and area businesses increase their sales through effective radio advertising and marketing. Resumes can be dropped off here at our studios at 2420 Waycross Highway in Jessup, or email to cwhubbard@bellsouth.net. Jessup Broadcasting, an equal opportunity employer. 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. We continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob show right here on WIFO. And as you mentioned in sports, Bob, the girls softball team heading to Columbus this week, right?
Yeah, they're leaving Tuesday, but the first game is Wednesday at 3 o'clock. I'm going to try to get up there and do that first game against Central Carroll. I can't do the Thursday game. They've got a football game Thursday, so we're going to try to go up and do that Wednesday game at 3 o'clock and bring that back to the listeners of Wayne County.
They're playing West Carroll, you said?
Central Carroll.
Central Carroll.
They're ranked number 1 in the state. Wayne County's ranked number 4, so should be a good matchup. Only 8 teams up there in Columbus in each classification. For some reason, they're only playing 1 game. I guess Columbus wants to make money, so it's 1 game. And normally they play 2 games on the first day in most tournaments, but in this tournament, they're only playing 1 game on Wednesday, win or lose. So
1 game Wednesday and then another game on Thursday. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm sure they play 2 on Thursday and, and all that. But
make sure everybody spends that night.
Right, they want everybody to spend the night in Columbus.
Can't blame them. I mean, that's one of the reasons why you host it. And so the girls play at 3 o'clock on Wednesday. The girls softball team does in Columbus in that state tournament. And then Thursday, you mentioned when they play on Thursday, you won't be able to be there because you got to get back and do the football game on Thursday night. Is that correct?
Yeah, we got a Thursday game in Southeast Bowl, plus the governor's coming to town Thursday. You want to be back for that. So a lot going on this week in Wayne County. Congrats again to the girls volleyball team. They're up against a tough opponent in Shaw of Columbus that lost 3-0, and competition cheer team won again. In Statesboro, they're undefeated. They're getting ready for region. So the fall sports are winding down. In football, just 2 more games. It's a strange schedule now. Again, a reminder, it's this Thursday, and then it's Monday night Halloween at home against Burke County. So quick turnaround for the Wayne County football team.
Yeah, I don't think I ever remember having a game on a Thursday night and then a Monday night.
I don't remember ever having one on Thursday night. I don't think I ever had one on Monday night. It's kind of different. And they say we've had some Saturday games due to hurricanes, things like that. But I don't ever remember a Monday game.
Thursday night again up in against
Southeast Bullock.
Southeast Bullock. Is it Brooklet they play in Brooklet? Yeah, in Brooklet. And then Monday night here against Burke on Halloween.
Well, that's going to be a key game. Like I said, that'll probably be for a home playoff game. Us and Burke, the winner that'll most likely play at home first round state playoffs. The loser's going to be on the road in round 1. So both teams play off by, but that's going to be a huge game that Monday night at home against Burke County. So hopefully a good crowd will turn out. Like I said, they got a lot of events taking place. They're saying the kids that wear their costume get in free with the paying of the dog. They're going to have some tents set up, some churches will have some tents set up. So a lot of events will be taking place that Monday night before the game at JC Stadium. So for all the trick-or-treaters. So going to be a lot of candy out there. So they're just trying to get as many people to come to that ball game as possible because it's going to be a huge game Monday.
Okay.
And that's also at 7 o'clock. And keep in mind these games Thursday and Monday are 7, not 7:30.
Right. The 30 minutes will be in school night, so it'll be at 7 Thursday night, 7 on Monday night for the varsity football games that are going on. Girls softball action on Wednesday and Thursday, and then you said competition cheer continues on.
They're getting ready for the region competition. They
Okay.
won this past weekend. They're undefeated. The region competitions, I think, November 5th in Stars Mill is what I've been told.
Okay. All right. So we'll keep you updated on all what's happening there with the Wayne County sports. And anything going on this week meeting-wise, Bob? Anything you're keeping your eye on this week?
The school board has a meeting tomorrow.
School board meeting tomorrow, and then you said the governor's
The governor's
coming
in
to town
town
on
Thursday at the Altamont Steak and Seafood at 12 noon. So looking forward to seeing the governor. Like I said they've got that event Wednesday over at Mossy Pond, Peanuts, Pines, and Politics. But again, that's by invitation only. But the governor will be back here Thursday, 12 noon at the Altamont Steak and Seafood. Again, we're just 16 days away from Election Day. Early voting has been extremely busy, 300 plus Monday through Friday. Saturday, only 167 showed up. But again, there's another Saturday voting this Saturday. And again, the time Saturday from 9 to 5. But the turnout's been pretty heavy here in Wayne County.
It's been that way all over Georgia. Georgia is setting a record in early voting, and so much for all those naysayers when the legislature passed the bill this past year to make it easier to vote and safer for the elections and more secure. You've got record folks out there voting with the new bill in place, the new law in place. Easier for folks to vote, and we can feel safer and more secure about the votes being counted correctly.
They said it from the get-go, make it easier to vote, harder to cheat. So,
right.
Again, great turnout.
So you need apologies from all these folks who called it, Jim Crow 2.0, and you had companies who basically turned their back on the state of Georgia and said, no, we don't need the all-star game here because of that bill being passed and all that kind of stuff like that. When you've got record numbers out there, people, easier to vote, harder to cheat. And that's what we all want. And it's proven it.
It's just good to see that many people out voting. I said, we encourage everybody to register to vote. And it's what it's all about, voting for the candidates of your choice.
Yep, get out and vote.
Some key
Whoever
races.
It is, get out and vote. Yep, just get out and vote. And, it's you got all these 3 weeks of early voting. You've got 2 Saturdays to be able to vote. So it's easy to get out and vote. And let's see here, sports-wise over the weekend, anything surprise you over the weekend?
I was surprised South Carolina beat Texas A&M. I think Jimbo Fisher's on the hot seat. They may pay that $8 million buyout to get him out of there. I mean, they look awful. I mean, they're supposed to compete for the national championship, and they've already got 4 losses. So, But that was a big win for South Carolina. LSU handled Ole Miss, which kind of surprised me. I thought that would be a better game. I thought Ole Miss went in undefeated, but LSU took control in the second half. And I said, look out for LSU. They got a chance to win that SEC West. I mean, they're starting to catch fire under Coach Kelly out there.
They haven't played Alabama yet, so that'll be coming up soon.
Ole Miss still has to play Alabama too. That West is still wide open.
Mm-hmm.
East is still wide open too. We got the Gators this Saturday, and then we got Tennessee in Athens and Kentucky, Mississippi State. So still a lot of football to be played. Syracuse-Clemson game was a good ball game.
Yeah, that was close.
Syracuse had a 21-10 lead at halftime, and Clemson came back, changed quarterbacks, but their young phenom out there, the freshman, and led them back. So I'm not sure.
Is that what happened? They put in the new quarterback?
They put the new quarterback in. Their starting quarterback was playing like garbage, like he's been doing a lot of times. But Dabo says he's going to stick with him, but I don't know. That young freshman quarterback looked pretty good. So.
Well, a lot of folks are saying now that that Brady should have stayed retired, just hung up the cleats and kept his wife and kept his marriage together and moved on to the broadcast booth instead of trying to put in one more year here. But all that stress and strain of going through a possible divorce here and the problems he's having at the home life is really affecting his play there on the field.
What Tom Brady should have done is he should have left Bruce Arians in place. He ran off Bruce Arians for Todd Bowles, and Todd Bowles is not half the coach that Bruce Arians is. So that's where they screwed up. They changed coaches, but that was all due to Brady. Brady didn't like Bruce Arians, so he wanted Bruce Arians out, and now they got a coach that's not half as good as Bruce Arians.
And that's part of the problem, too.
That's the problem, I'm telling you.
Well, I don't know about that. That's the only problem.
That's a big part. Don't underestimate Coach.
Well, I'm not underestimating. I mean, it's all you always say is the X's and those, not the Jimmy and Joe.
Well, that's true too.
Evans
did drop a wide open touchdown pass that might have changed the game, but to lose to Carolina, I mean, that's just.
You only scored 3 points.
That's just.
You got the GOAT out there, and you only scored 3.
Carolina's
it's like a lot of talking heads say. It just seems like his head's not there. When you're going, if you ever been married and you're going through that type of situation that he's going through, it's hard to keep focused on what you're doing when you're going through what he's going through. Ask any married person that's going through a possible divorce like this, the stress, the strain. You got kids. You got disagreements and so forth. And, his life would be a lot different right now if he'd have just stayed retired and set aside, I'm going to come back again. I don't care what my wife wants and says. And now you can look at him. I mean, when he came back from that 11-day supposedly vacation, he looked like somebody could run over him. That's how bad he looked. He looks a little bit better now, but still people are comparing the way that he looks as to Kevin. He's got Kevin Bacon wannabe. He's changed his face to that gaunt of a look. And so that's a lot of it right there. Plus, as you said, the coaching also.
And part of it too, like I said, his other teammates don't think he's committed. Like I said, he missed 11 days in camp.
Yeah, it's hard to respect a guy who keeps missing.
He went to Bob Kraft's wedding the week of the game, so I mean, he's just the locker room's not there with him. Just not. Yeah. They're not. They don't think he's all in.
Yeah, he's not. You listen to some of the, especially the talking head quarterbacks. People who are former quarterbacks in the NFL and get their opinion on it, and they say his head's not in the game right now like it's supposed to be. And they should know. They've been former professional NFL quarterbacks, and so they basically all singing the same tune right now. All right, Bob, anything else?
World Series starts Friday. The Phillies and Houston.
Yes, sir. Phillies and Houston. Too hot. They got hot when both those teams got hot when they needed to. Yankees. Of course, a lot of folks said that Houston would probably win the American League, but not the Phillies in the National League. No one thought that.
Yankees got swept.
Swept. I mean, just swept out of the park. All right, Bob, have a good day. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.